What's going on, guys? I got some Five Guys here with me. I've been craving this for quite a while now. Haven't had it in months, and sometimes, man, you want that really greasy double cheeseburger with some a mountain of fries, and that's exactly what I got here. So right here in the front, you got two double cheeseburgers. They're both pretty much the same, except this one I think has A1 sauce. But we got lettuce, tomatoes, grilled mushrooms, grilled onions, cheese, two patties, mayonnaise, mustard. No mustard, ketchup. And like I said, I think one of them has A1 sauce. Then we got right here in the middle, mountain of fries, Cajun fries to be exact, because we like our fries seasoned. In addition, we got some sauces here. So we got just some ketchup and mustard together. That was an island. And we got ketchup and black pepper. My brother showed me this that trick of putting black pepper in ketchup years ago. Absolutely fantastic. And lastly, I didn't know Five Guys they provide malt vinegar. I saw that for the first time in ever. So anytime there's malt vinegar, I gotta put it on fries. It's good. I mean, if you guys been to Captain D's, you guys know. And of course, we got the Diet Coke. I'm excited. Let's eat. Let's get started. Man. Actually, before I get into that burger, let me go ahead and take off these glasses. Prevent the glare, and then of course, your boy sweats a lot. That's why I'm wearing this headband right here. Those glasses start sliding off as I begin to sweat. So let's get into this. Ooh. Mmm. Can't go wrong with a Five Guys burger, guys. Look at that. Let's put some of this malt vinegar on here. I know some of you guys might be disgusted by putting vinegar on fries, but I don't know. Maybe it's an acquired taste, maybe not. But if you haven't tried it, try it. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. Mm. I appreciate that they're fresh jalapenos. They're not pickled. Nothing wrong with pickled jalapenos, but I feel like with the fresh ones, they really maintain the crunch and the that jalapeno flavor too. See, what the black pepper does to this ketchup for me, it's just like ketchup. It's kind of boring on its own. Like, I'm sorry if you're a ketchup enthusiast. I like ketchup, but as a sauce, it's a little boring. I mean, it's just kind of this sweet, slightly tangy sauce on its own. But you mix it with mayonnaise, you mix it with sriracha, you put black pepper in it. It just elevates it. It just becomes not boring. Nothing wrong if you like ketchup, though. I'm not hating. Mm. Seriously, guys, vinegar on fries is so good. I don't do it all the time, but rarely you'll find it at restaurants, anyways, right? The only restaurant I've really ever seen it at is like Captain D's or Long John Silver's, right? And I think the malt vinegar is more for the fish than it is for the fries. But if you're not disgusted by vinegar, give it a try. Mm. Man, I'm telling you, when you're craving just something super greasy and you're craving something that's gonna give you a heart attack, this is the way to go. Like I said, it's been months for me since I've been to Five Guys. And it's just because, they're a little expensive. I think they're worth it. But most of the time, if I want if I want a burger, um, McDonald's will do the job for me. Burger King. Or if I want something a little bit fancier, I'll either go to Shake Shack or BurgerFi. But honestly, I haven't even been to Shake Shack or BurgerFi in like, has that been at least 6-7 months now? I don't want to get this all the time. If it was cheaper, I'd probably get it a lot more often. But it does leave you feeling like crap. Look at that, guys. Hmm. Every time I go, I always forget that they sell shakes. I mean, I think they're kind of known for their shakes too. In fact, the first time I ever tried bacon in a milkshake was at Five Guys, and that was years ago. When it comes to the bacon in a milkshake, I've also had I've also had bacon and ice cream, right? I think Burger King did it for a little while. QT, Quick Trip, which is a gas station. I don't know if it's, I think it's like mainly located in the southeast, but I've had bacon and ice cream before too, and it just doesn't do anything for me. Like I understand having those flavor profiles of sweet and salty together, but I don't know when I, especially if I taste bacon and it's kind of like my mind registers that I'm eating bacon. I don't want anything sweet with it. Like I've had maple bacon or like brown sugar bacon or whatever, candy bacon, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I just, it doesn't do anything for me. It's not bad, but it doesn't make it better for me. In fact, I think it makes it a little bit worse. I'm glad I tried it though. I think I definitely hyped it up for myself just because I didn't know what to expect. Thinking it would be, all of a sudden this new like combination of flavors that I never knew existed. But for me, it just tastes like, no matter what form it's in, it just tastes like sweet bacon, and it's just. Anyways, I'll get off my soapbox about that. But look, I'll try anything once. In fact, if I don't like it the first time, I'll give it another try. Typically, as a rule of thumb, I like to give places at least 2 tries, maybe 3 if I feel like there's potential. If I don't like it the second time, but I'll try 99% of foods out there. I'll try at least twice. Um, the exception, the reason why I say 99%, when it comes to, like, I'm deathly afraid of bugs, and like I'm Korean, so like in Korea they sell these little silkworms, silkworm larvae maybe. I don't know. They sell it in cans and they sell it as a street food right on the side. You can just get a little cup of it, and man, I can't get past it. Like I just because it in this case, when they just kind of serve it to you or they fry it up, or if it just comes straight out of the can, it's just there's nothing. It doesn't get transformed into something else. Like it's not a part of a dish. It's just there as a snack. It's just staring at you, and I can't. Like I'm deathly afraid of bugs, and I just can't do it. Although the only exception to that rule is that if I'm visiting a friend or if it's like another culture and I don't want to be rude, yeah, I'll force myself to eat it and pretend to like it. Um, but it's hard to get past it. I really have to psych myself up for it. Um, and in fact, let me take another bite before this gets too cold. Mm. But I had this really good friend, a Vietnamese friend growing up. I came over to his house one day, and everything I've ever had that his mom cooked or his dad cooked, whatever, was always amazing, right? I mean, Vietnamese food is amazing in general, but there is like I came over, right, and I wasn't expecting to eat at all, but they're cooking balut, which if you guys don't know what that is I think it originated in the Philippines, but it's this. Uh, so it's a boiled egg, but the egg has matured a little bit, right? So the I'll try. I don't even know how to describe it. It's where the chick has formed a little bit, right? So there's there's a beak, there's bones, like really fragile, right? It's not fully formed, but pretty much it's an egg that was a fertilized egg that was given time to develop, and then you boil it. So instead of it just being this boiled egg, where it's just the yolk and the whites, there's a chicken there, and yeah, that was I knew about it before I had tried it, right? Like I've heard of it, I've seen pictures of it, So I knew what to expect. But when they told me they were having it and they offered it to me, I'm not gonna say no. You know, first of all, he was a good friend of mine, so I'm not gonna insult his mom or his family by refusing to eat it. And that's one of the worst things you can do in Asian culture is refuse to eat something that was given to you by that family. It might not even just be limited to Asian culture, but from what I know, it's one of the worst things you can do, right? So a huge amount of disrespect. So I ate it, and I'm not gonna go into detail because I realize I'm filming a mukbang and explaining something that some of you guys might find really gross. And here's the thing, though, it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like a regular boiled egg, right? It just provides different textures. So I mean, I was peeling it. I already kind of knew what to expect. This one wasn't as fully formed as I've seen online, so actually it was a little bit easier to eat. I mean, I had the first one, and again, you know, I made a huge showing that I liked it. Now I don't want to be rude by just eating one, because if you just eat one and you just leave it alone, then they'll probably get the picture that they'll get the idea that you don't really like it. And balut is kind of expensive, so this is something they're offering you. You really better make sure you take your time to savor it and really enjoy it. So I think I had like two, maybe two or three. Anyways, the reason why I tell that story is that, man, it was a struggle, because even for me, even though it wasn't as fully formed as some of the balut you would probably see in the Philippines, you can still see its head and everything, and it was a struggle. Like, I had to put my mind in a different place at that time. I had to go to a different place mentally as I was eating it. Kind of like really force yourself to think that this is just a boiled egg, because that's really all it tastes like. Anyways, enough about that. Hands are too slippery. Leftovers here. It's funny, when I eat, typically, unless it's like something on the plate that I don't like anyways, and I'll just finish it first. But normally, if I like everything on the plate or what's presented, I like to save a little bit of each until the very last, right? So, like my brother, he'll eat the fries first all the time, and then he'll just go straight for the burger afterwards. And I can't do it, man. Like, I can't. And I haven't really seen anyone else eat like that, right? Where they'll kind of like save a little morsel of each until they very end. I mean, this is kind of simple, right? It's just fries and a burger. But if I'm eating like rice with a whole bunch of other like panchan or like side dishes, then yeah, I like to save a little bit of each so that I can kind of have like each flavor towards the end of the meal. I don't know. It's weird how my brain works. Anyways, the reason why I mentioned that is because there's this other really popular mukbanger who I used to watch a lot, but he kind of mentioned that too, right? In one of his videos where he like saves a little bit of each, like the last bite of each until the very end. And I'm just like, oh my God, like that's me. Like everyone else I talk to, they're just like, no, like they don't think about that. Did I say that YouTuber's name? His name is Ben Dean. But Last bite, guys. Get a little bit of both sauces. Oh man, that was so worth it. I'm telling you, Five Guys is just one of those things where, you know, just every once in a while, it's when you're craving it, oh, it's just the best thing in the world. Like, I feel good from it. Like, I know I'm gonna feel like crap here in about an hour, probably get food coma, but like when I finish a meal at McDonald's, it's kind of like, you know, it kind of leaves you wanting more. But this was good. It was gonna leave me satisfied. I want to eat one meal a day. So what you saw here, what I just ate was my one meal. It's a lot of calories. So on top of the workout I did this morning, I'm gonna do it again tonight. Do a little bit of a bodybuilding style. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys stayed until the end, I appreciate that. I'll try to tell my stories earlier in the video so you guys don't have to wait until the end. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.